Hey, I'm Mike Spinner, and we're gonna take a look at my bike. All right, so this is my frame, M.I.A. frame from Miami, so we thought we'd go that way. It was my dream for a while just to actually someone come up to me and say, all right, Mike, what do you want? And I go, what do you mean? Well, what kind of frame do you want to design? And I'm like, really? I'm gonna actually get to make my own frame? They're like, yeah, what do you want, name it, what colors? I just want to make it to where the bike would be easy for me on how I ride, like with spins and whips. So I just made, short back end, steep head tube. Comes in both sizes, 21 and 20.5. Yeah, the color is pretty sick. It has like a crazy white, crazy purple, and a green, which they look real good. Right now I'm just gonna run the black for a little bit, and when I get bored, we'll switch it up. So from the handlebars, these are prototypes, hyper prototypes. Grip-wise, ODI long necks for about, I think, 10 years. I'm not gonna lie, like I've switched up before, and then I always just wanna say, after one day, all right, this feels weird. I spray paint my grips on half the time just so I have no throttle grip. So I had to cut them up, put these right back on. Well-Go pedals I've been doing for a while now. I know they have like a little lighter, they got plastic, this and that. I just like to feel real firm on my pedals when I'm about to pump up a tranny or bunny hop down a few steps, something like that. But they feel good, they're pretty thin, and yeah, it's good. I got a bunch of profile stuff. It's not just because I live in Florida. They're just good stuff. I'm not gonna say what cranks, but I was doing a 720 at Woodward on a spine once, went up the spine and the crank ripped off. It wasn't profile. Went up, as I pumped up the tranny for the 7, the crank just ripped off and I just landed on my back upside down. Bike's over there and like, what happened? Pedals over there, I'm like, wow, all right. Never trying other cranks again. So gear ratio started, I've been running at 25.9 for a long time, and pretty much when you have a small amount of area to pedal, it's easier if you have a bigger gear in front and you go faster. So I'm trying to go faster, so got 28.9 now. So I'm trying to clock over 20 miles an hour. It's going good. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of titanium parts everywhere. When I was younger, like me and my buddy Jimmy Hale, we'd be like, yeah, let's get these bikes so light. Let's get them so light. I don't think it matters anymore. Got to a point to where I think this bike weighs under 20 pounds. It doesn't matter. Titanium thing right here, it's not gonna change if you could do a tail or not. I think with the whole titanium thing right now, I think it looks cool. Oh yeah, I got tie in back, tie in front, It's like talking about a race car. Tie spokes, Just gotta keep it up, next level. Brakes, okay, so just built up this whole new bike. I wanted to keep everything black, which meant black rim, which I've never done before. But I'm like real fan of, I need my brakes to just work real on point. When they feel weird, I just ride different, The black rim wasn't working out the first week, but my buddy actually hooked me up with these. Look, we got Odyssey brake pads on, and now they're perfect. And WD-40, so. Yeah, WD-40, red brake pads, and then your black rim will work. It's only been a few days, so hit me up in about 2 weeks and I'll let you know if we're still working or I'll have a chrome rim. The only drives right now, it's either the Odyssey one or the Snafu, so sticking with Snafu. Everyone says these forks look weird, but they're supposed to be weird. They're Odyssey director forks. Yeah, I guess they're just lighter. But like I said, I don't care about the weight. It just looks cool. Maxxis Grifter tires. I got this one up front as a 2.1, and then in the back it's 1.85. Been running the small ones in the back and the front for a while. I finally put the big one back on, and I seriously feel so good. Like it just feels, if you guys ever feel out of control on your bike, and you don't feel like getting bigger bars, because I don't want to get bigger bars, I'm stoked on where I'm at. Let's get a bigger tire, you feel good. With the whole seat post, real low, I've had it down for a few years now. Like when I was younger, I had my seat up probably here. I was doing bar spins and tail ups. But that was when I do tail ups like frame and pedal back in the day when I was 14. So one day I was like, man, I want to learn tail ups like the cool way, the way that it looks easy instead of struggling all the time. And I had that seat post up so high for probably a year or two that it got stuck. Like it welded itself. Legit, like I went to the bike shop, 10 people were pulling at the seat and it wouldn't come out, so I was like, man, I really wanna get tail ups good. So I just cut it and we did this weird JB weld thing down to where it was, when I say slammed, I mean this is actually I got about ½ an inch right now. This is not slammed to me. Slammed was when it was yeah, on the frame. And yeah, since then, I'll raise it up once in a while, and then but what happens is my foot will actually hit. And I'm like, oh, my seat's too high. So that's my excuse at least. And that's my bike.